And right now, we're less than an hour away from the first legal sales of recreational marijuana in the state of Nevada.
It's been long awaited by many, but not everyone is thrilled about the potential dangers and consequences. That includes the 45% of Nevadans who voted against the ballot measure last November.
And 13 Action News reporter Brian Callahan is live at Oasis with what you need to know as marijuana becomes legal.
Yeah, people here are obviously excited. Some people still making their way towards the dispensary right now. They start arriving here around 10 o'clock. Well, there's still an hour to go. You can see the crowd out here. A little over 100 people right now in line waiting to be the first people in the dispensary here to buy legal recreational marijuana. This is something that people we've spoken with say they've waited a long time for.
We're kind of doing a be part of history, prohibition, a celebration.
More than a dozen dispensaries are rolling out the red carpet to celebrate the start of recreational marijuana sales in Nevada.
The fight's not over. We have a lot to do, but as far as how far we've come, I think a lot of us in the industry, we're very proud today.
While many are celebrating the occasion, many customers may have to settle for edibles instead of joints. That's because you can't legally smoke marijuana in public, in hotel rooms, or in apartments.
If somebody chooses to consume marijuana in that hotel room, then they're putting themselves at risk of being fined or being asked to leave. So they do have to find private venues where they have permission of the owner.
Those in the marijuana industry say consumption is the #1 issue it faces, with an estimated 60% of purchases expected to be made by tourists. That will leave the majority of clients looking for somewhere to smoke.
We need to answer a lot of these questions for our locals and tourists, and we haven't done that yet.
Those behind Know the Facts Nevada say they want to get the word out so people use responsibly and keep the industry moving forward.
I feel like we're as prepared as any state could be going into recreational.
And leading up to the midnight start here, most of the dispensaries, including Oasis, have been stocking up on product. That's because questions about who can bring marijuana into these dispensaries is still up in the air in a legal battle, so they want to make sure they have plenty of stock until that is settled. Reporting live, Brian Callahan, 13 Action News.
All right, thank you, Brian. Police departments in Southern Nevada are also using social media to remind everyone about the new rules. You must be 21 or older to purchase marijuana. Metro's post includes some emojis and reminders that you can only smoke inside your home or on your front patio. Henderson police kept it simple with a text post noting the city of Henderson does not allow recreational marijuana sales within its city limits. Clark County is working to eliminate any confusion about marijuana possession at McCarran Airport. Tonight, we're being told that if TSA finds marijuana in a passenger's baggage, they'll call Metro in. If it's less than an ounce, it'll be returned to the passenger. More than an ounce, the passenger can face charges. And regardless of the amount, passengers will face federal charges if they're caught with marijuana on the plane. Clark County commissioners are considering an ordinance that would make it illegal to possess marijuana on any airport property in Clark County. That would help bring McCarran into compliance with federal regulators. A public hearing on the issue is scheduled for August. The move would also ban advertising of any marijuana-related businesses on airport property.
And with recreational marijuana about to be legal for sale, many medical marijuana patients are worried about the unintended consequences, including price hikes. The law says that marijuana has to be grown, packaged, and sold in the state, which puts a lot of demand on our state's supplies. So trying to keep the cost down for patients is key.
We're doing everything we can to safeguard those prices. We have 4 dispensaries, so we buy in bulk. We have stronger buying power with buying so much quantity and separating it between our stores, so that way we can bring down that price.
Bloom and Sahara Wellness, the 2 dispensaries we visited, also said they are putting patients first. Medical marijuana users will skip to the front of the line ahead of recreational users at their dispensary. And 13 Action News has put a list together of events around Las Vegas in connection with the launch of recreational marijuana sales. You can just go to ktnv.com.